I showed a video this morning of a Republican elected official being asked a question as she was walking down a hallway about dinosaurs. And she mentioned in her response that dinosaurs are not older than 5,000 years old. She's a Christian fundamentalist who thinks that the Earth is no older than 5,000 years old. So dinosaurs are not older than 5,000 years old. And then she went on to say that she believes dinosaurs would be, if they existed, about 2,500 years old, which means she believes that dinosaurs and man coexisted, even though there is a mountain of evidence to suggest that human beings are older than 5,000 years old and dinosaurs are billions of years old. Regardless of that, this person left a comment in that video saying Democrats are losing elections to people who think like that. So what does that say about Democrats? Well, it says a couple of things, first and foremost. First, it says that Democrats suck at marketing, at messaging, at getting their word across. And they always have, and I've made dozens of videos to that point. Democrats have better ideas, but they are horrible at marketing their ideas. Republicans are fantastic at marketing whatever bullshit, fear tactic, propaganda it is they need to push down your throat in order to get you to go to the polls. And Democrats have always maintained that we just need to tell them the truth and stay the straight and narrow, and tell them the truth and stay the straight and narrow. And there's no sizzle there. There's no catch there that catches people's eyes or ears and makes them perk up, because there's nothing dramatic about it, right? Democrats are like, we're going to have a better working environment for you, and we're going to protect your water and your air and try to fight for a livable wage and free college. And they're all things that most of Americans want, but there's no sexiness there, right? Republicans are way better at that messaging. So that's the first thing I would say to you. The second thing I would say to you is I think it speaks more to Republicans than it does Democrats, and it's the intelligence level. It's not that Democrats are losing to people that think like that, because I think she's, if I'm not mistaken, she's either in a congressional district that's heavily red, or she's at the state level where her district would be considerably red anyway. So it's not like she's, losing to some big competition in the Democratic field. But I think it speaks to the intelligence of the Republican voter, that somebody on the Republican side, some average Joe Pail or lunch pail Joe guy out there, some blue collar guy out there, would go and vote for a woman like this after she says something so stupid. You want to ask about Democrats, why don't you ask about Republicans? Why aren't you asking why Republicans are dumb enough to be voting for people who believe that dinosaurs roamed the earth 2,500 years ago and that the earth is no older than 5,000 years old? I think it speaks volumes to the intelligence level of the people that voted for her, first and foremost. So that would be the question that I would be asking in return. And when you combine the two things that I mentioned, Republicans that are excellent at marketing no matter what the bullshit is, and an incredibly ill-informed and, with all due respect, dumb and gullible voting base in the Republican Party, idiots like her can get elected every time. It's how we have Marjorie Taylor Greene in Congress, after saying words like indictable instead of indictable, and believing that Jewish space lasers started the California wildfire, and actually believing that you must swear in on the Bible when you get sworn into Congress. It's the stupidity of the Republican voter that gives us people like this.